I hope you all are doing well. It is Thursday morning here. It's about 11 o'clock. It's been a busy day already. I had to go check on our pet cows, and then the bull kind of didn't know he was there. I went to call them to the gate, and because I could see him at the back of the pasture. And anyway, he was hiding behind a tree right there at the gate. So I'm really glad I didn't go in, because sometimes he's kind of temperamental. So anyway, I was able to pour out a little bit of feed for him and sneak past him to feed everybody else, and then get back out without any issues. But anyway, then I had to feed the calves here at home, and so it's just been kind of a busy morning, and it's hot here. It's supposed to be 90 degrees today, which is extremely unusual for Central Virginia for this time of year. And so anyway, I need to get a few things done in the house. I'm very excited. My oldest son is coming home from college today for the summer, so super excited that he'll be home. And so I'm hoping I can wrangle him into helping me clean the garage next week. So that will be a project. But anyway, I wanted to, I think, just spend a little bit of time. It's been a really productive week for me, and trying to just stay on top of things. And I think there is a huge correlation in my life, and maybe in everybody's, I don't know, between I'm not saying your home has to be perfect, but like being on top of things in your home and being on top of your finances. For me, it's almost like they kind of intertwine. And so it's been really good to see progress in both areas, and so that's exciting for me. But I was thinking, I was like, why is it that this week has been so much more productive than other weeks for me? And so I was just really trying to figure that out, and I came up with a few things that I think have helped this week for me. One, normally if I'm really productive on Monday, then the rest of the week I am just like, not useless, but just really tired. It's like I put all my energy into that one day. And Johnny is here with us. Johnny had a rough night last night. He finally came in the house around 2 a.m., but the bear was back again, and so we had trouble getting him to come in the house because of the bear. And so anyway, no wrestling matches last night, which was good, but he's just been a little sleepier today because he didn't get as much rest last night. So anyway, he's waiting for me to finish up out here so he can go in the house and lay down in the air conditioning. That's what he's waiting on. So anyway, where was I? Productive week, yes. And so anyway, I was super productive Monday, but I noticed, so like I'm making a list for each day, and like, okay, what do I need to get accomplished for that day? But not putting, I have like a master list with a lot of stuff on it that I need to get done, but like I'm kind of listing out a few top things that I need to get done that day. And then if I get anything else done, well, that's great, but I do feel more productive getting the couple of 2 or 3 things done. So that's been helpful. It's kind of helped me focus. So I'll focus on that list first, and then I'll worry about other things. And then I have, I got groceries on Monday, and then I haven't been anywhere else as far as like having to run errands. And so honestly, I think just cutting down on the amount of time I'm out of the house has really helped. So just being home so I have time to do things at home, I think that's key, because you can't get stuff done if you're not here. And I know that seems so elementary, but it was kind of eye-opening for me how many days out of the week I would normally say leave to go get the kids at like noon because I wanted to run by TJ Maxx, or I needed to run here or run there or pick this up, and kind of scheduling where it's just like one day of that has really helped. And I wasn't gone all day that day. And I did it first thing in the morning too on Monday, rather than normally I would do it in the afternoon before I pick the kids up. and I did it on the way back home from dropping them off, and I think that made a difference for me as well. Because it's hard to gauge how much time you're going to need in the afternoon, so I think I was overshooting it, so I could have been home longer and gotten more done. But anyway, so tip number 1 is to be home more so that I have time to get more done. Another thing that I've kind of made a change in this week, which has helped, is not stopping. And I don't mean not resting, but like, I have a tendency in my mind, if I finish something, let's say I get all the dishes done. Dishes are done in the kitchen. Well, then it's sort of like in my mind, well, that project is complete. We don't have to worry about that anymore. And that's not the case for your things in your home. You know, laundry, dishes, cleaning, tidying up, all of those things are constant. And I think if I keep that in my mind and I keep, you know, making sure I'm keeping up with the laundry and the dishes and, you know, staying on top of those, but that means doing them all the time, like every day. But that's been kind of a game changer this week for me. Not stopping and having, you know, and letting things pile up. And so that's keep going on things. That was my tip number 2. And then tip number 3, decluttering. I told y'all I've really been decluttering my clothes. I've almost got them to the point now where I'm ready to take everything to donate. And so anyway, but just, oh, Johnny, hold on, I dropped my list. Oh. If Johnny had thumbs, he could have picked it up for me, but anyway. But that was another thing. Just, it is hard to keep your house tidy if you have too many items in it. So I've really been just looking at everything, even down to like, I just had this little sign in my laundry room, and it was super cute, and it was kind of funny, and it said, "The laundry is looking at me dirty again." And it was, you know, it was cute and all, but like, I just had it sitting there, and I just thought, you know, I don't really need that. It's just kind of, it's collecting dust. It was very dusty. And anyway, just looking at everything fresh and just saying, okay, is this really something I like, or is it just here and I've gotten used to it, so that's why I'm keeping it? So those are my big 3 things this week that have really made a difference, I think, for me. You would not believe all that I have gotten done this week. Yesterday, I actually went for tea yesterday with a friend of mine, and it was so good. It was at that new, well, it's the same tea place that we always go to, but they are under new ownership now, and it was just wonderful. It was lovely. It had they had like a harp and a flute playing like live music, and it was just really nice. We enjoyed it. But anyway, I did go do that yesterday, but before I left, like, I had all these clothes I had washed and had not gotten to putting away or folding or whatever. They were just in a big pile in the laundry room. So I took them all and dumped them in my den floor and put on a movie and sat there, and in no time I had all of them folded and sorted, and I put mine away, and then when the kids got home, they did theirs. And it has been amazing. Just having the laundry done has been crazy. I mean, like, I feel so much better, and it's like, it's actually manageable because I don't have a backlog of laundry to do. And so, like, I've even been folding it out of the dryer, which that's never happened before. So that's been exciting. But because like I'm a little more on top of things, I have actually had time to dust and things like that, that normally it's like, okay, I'm just trying to survive here. So I've just been really encouraged by that. And I will tell you, staying home more, I have spent less money too, which has been a very big bonus. But I did want to give a few, because, you know, we talked about, or somebody had asked about, like, the debt-free journey. A few tips that I have. One of them, you know, well, I guess that I've thought about this week. There are things that, you know, are easy to do, I think, but they can make a difference. And, you know, nothing that I don't have any huge insights as far as like, some something to save you thousands of dollars or, whatever. But I think it all adds up over time. So one of the things that I do is I keep a jar in the cabinet above my washing machine for change. And whether I find change in the bottom of my purse, or my husband brings home change, or it falls out of clothes when I wash them, and whatever, anywhere I find change, I will put it in that jar. And you would be amazed, and I'll take it like to the grocery store or something where they have one of those little Coinstar machines, and just dump it all in. And like within a couple of months, I'll have like $50 in change. And it's insane how quickly that adds up, the change does. And so just encourage you, save your change, turn it in, get some cash for it, and put that towards one of your debts. And so another thing, of course, my son's birthday was earlier this week, and we haven't celebrated yet because he's been at college. But we're going to celebrate this weekend. Once upon a time, not too long ago, I would spend probably $100 on decorations for their birthday, for each kid. And, making sure I had the tablecloth and the napkins and the plates and the cups and all the things to hang up and, all of that. We have, and it actually started because I could not find anything for certain birthday celebrations that they wanted. And so like that theme, I couldn't find anything in the store or online for it. And so it started from that, but now we have carried it through to this is just what we do. So I will go to the Dollar Tree and I will buy tablecloth, plates, cups in the color of what we're doing. Then I go online and print out stuff to hang up in the dining room because that's where we decorate for birthdays. And it has been such a huge savings for us. And all of that stuff is just stuff you're going to throw away after the birthday's done. And so and I'll be honest, the kids have really enjoyed it because it's been more personalized, and it's not, well, you have to pick from one of these 4 themes that they have at Walmart. And so anyway, my son loves the series Daredevil. And so we're doing that. It's a Marvel series. So we're doing that for his birthday. And so I did all red and black decorations, or like tablecloth, plates, cups, and that kind of thing. And then I'm just going to print out stuff and put it on the wall and all. So anyway, like that, sometimes we have to think outside the box, I guess is what I'm saying. And sometimes I get stuck in my little box and I don't get out very easily. But, it's also nice if you have a friend and you can like bounce ideas off of each other, because a lot of times they have ideas that you haven't thought of. And so anyway, I wanted to share that. And then the other thing that hit me this week, my twins like steak sandwiches in their lunch. And we used to do a steak sandwich every single day. They took a steak sandwich in their lunch. And I will be honest, that got expensive. I mean, I don't buy like, a ribeye for them, but it's, the meat, it's like, it comes frozen, but it's still like $7, and that's only enough for like 2 days for them. Then by the time you buy the onions and the peppers and the sub buns and all that, anyway, so this year, we do 1 steak sandwich a week. But when I buy the sub buns, they go bad so fast. And so one of the things that I've been trying to be more conscious of, and I'm not perfect at it because I found a thing of French bread in my pantry today that I think is past its like used by date. So I probably am going to have to end up feeding that to the cows. But anyway, trying to use up those perishable items and not letting them go bad. So I've tried to focus on that with the twins, with their sub buns, buying a smaller pack of them, and then maybe freezing the ones I'm not using that week and using them again the next week when I do subs. Because a pack of sub buns here is like $5. It's like giving somebody a $5 bill if you're just going to not use them. So anyway, just stuff like that. It really does add up in the end. But I know I've been extremely chatty today, and I do apologize for that, but I do love talking to you all so much. And so those were just some things that I had on my mind, some things that I had noticed a difference in with me this week, and like I said, just trying to figure out why am I so much more productive this week. And I will say too, it's almost like an adrenaline rush when you start with something and you can see progress, and then it's like, oh, well, let's keep going. And so, it's that way with the finances, and it's that way with the home. And so anyway, but right now I think I'm going to get in. Now, all of that being said, I am going to show you true life in there. What it looks like in my main living area. I just want to get that tidied up. And I have been doing it. You may not think it when you see it. Things, honestly, I feel so much more on top of things. And the little things that are sitting around, it's not that big a deal. And so I'm actually going to time and see how long it takes me to put everything away. And we'll go from there. But anyway, thank you guys for coming along. I love that, we can share things with each other and bounce ideas off of each other on here. So anyway, let's head inside, and I think Johnny will be glad to get in his little room and lay down on the cold tile floor and just kind of cool off for a little bit. So let's get going. Hey guys, so let me show you real quick. So this is my youngest daughter's clothes. I haven't sent those upstairs with her because I'm not sure. I need to go through her clothes, and I didn't want those mixed in because those are all good. And then the middle daughter, then the older daughter. So I still have a few things here, but not much. The twins stuff to take out. And then I've got this basket of towels, and they're like odd and end towels, but there's nothing wrong with them. Beach towels are mixed in and stuff. And so I think I'm going to try to put those maybe in my closet now that I've gotten rid of a ton of clothes. I have space on shelves in there to put like extra towels, because honestly, I've just not known what to do with that kind of thing. So anyway, get those put up. And then here, my son came home from college and just brought a few things that I need to hang up. But I know the table looks cluttered. It's really not that much stuff on it though that needs to be put away. And then I'm super excited because my kitchen have a few things to do, yes, but for the most part, it looks so much better than it normally does. So anyway, let's get going, just putting things away, getting tidied up. You guys tidy up if you need to, or whatever you need to do. But anyway, we'll just see. I'm gonna start, actually I'll start a timer on my phone, and we'll see how long it takes. Okay. Find my timer. Or I guess I should go stopwatch. All right, ready? Go. All right, got that area over there done. So now we're gonna work on this area. All right, ladies, 22 minutes and 5 seconds is what it took. So not long at all. And let me show you. Just don't mind that in the window. That's where I put stuff when I need the children to take it upstairs. But in here, picked up, breakfast table picked up, kitchen looking good. So I'm just super excited that everything is coming together. Hopefully, can keep the progress going. Next week, let's see. Well, next week I definitely want to work in the garage. So I'll see if I can talk my son into letting you guys come along for that, even if I don't show him. Maybe that would work. So anyway, but we'll see what else we get into. Need to start planning for graduation. Already writing some things down in my calendar for that, as far as I know, like the night before, I don't want to have like a messy kitchen to clean up. So I think I'm just going to do pizza that night. And then have like a casserole ready for breakfast the next morning and some donuts because we're going to be in a hurry. And once again, I don't want like a huge mess, probably use paper plates, that kind of thing. So anyway, trying to kind of prepare ahead of time. That's another thing on the house end and the money end. Preparation, preparing ahead of time, knowing what's coming does help a lot. So anyway, I'm going to take a minute to myself now and just kind of sit down and maybe pop on a Murder, She Wrote or a Monk or something like that and watch that while I edit this video. So I hope you guys have a great day, a great weekend, and I will see you next week. Thanks. Bye.